kid's been safe for all these years, but you better watch out. The bully's coming out.
Hey guys, you've asked and you've asked and you've asked. And I've been trying, I've been planning, I've been working, I've been chasing, and here we are. The green dust devil is about to come out. I'll get the dust off, of course. But we've got the new J series. This is a bone stock J series. We're getting the adapter put on it. We're gonna go ahead and put a bone stock engine in it, and we're gonna start to get it started and kind of work out little gremlins while we build another engine on the side that we can just swap in later. I mean, stock, I feel this engine can make 400 to 500 horsepower, and in this car that's still pretty fast. So we'll do that as we build the other engine, and then maybe we'll turn this thing up and make a whole bunch of power. So we're gonna start with Jamie pulling off all the wiring harness on the Bully. I'm gonna pull the factory harness off this. I may still use the factory harness to get it running. I've got a pretty quick idea to get this all working. I was thinking of the factory harness and then just plugging it into an AEM 6051 swapped ECU. Could get it running pretty quickly without a whole lot of chasing. I have a Holly, but it would require us changing some triggers and pickups and things, and I think I want to try to get her done quicker than that, and that would make it quick. I don't know, what do you think, Sean?
We could borrow garage idiots and see.
I don't know.
Quick.
You quick?
He doesn't like it when we start talking budgie.
Transcooler sits sideways right here.
Oh, well, we got this side too.
Yeah.
We can put a radiator side.
Yeah, it was full with the other engine because there was so much stuff in there. But. So we're kind of talking about either putting the radiator there or flat here. And the tranny cooler goes flatter on this side. Huh. And the fuel cell, we're going to relocate the fuel cell to probably where the catch can is, and then just redo where the catch can goes. That'll open up the real estate over there for turbo activities. Because I'm thinking just, you know, stock throttle body deal. Just something to make it fun for a bit, and then it'll grow into something more, you know?
Absolutely.
We don't have a, you know, I don't got a big budget on this. You know, I'm trying to share it with all the cars and still get everything done. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. So Jamie's getting that all off. He's cutting all the zip ties, getting everything cleaned out. Once everything's cleaned out, we'll actually be able to see what we got kind of going here.
That went like zigzagged over here.
Don't ask me why.
I probably put it there a bit. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, save this one. Don't kill this. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
Holly.
That's the Holly one.
That's the Holly one. That's why it's so long.
We've got the speed plug for there, from the diff.
Yeah.
And then it may just be a couple screws. And yeah.
We'll go through this and try to clean up all the stuff. Here's our 4-port solenoid still hanging out there.
Yeah.
So you can see everything here is fixed. So the axles don't move up and down. All the movement is done back here where the shocks would bolt up here and then go into that tunnel there. And then the steering slides up the shaft. So it telescopes.
Well,
But that's about it. There's the adapter for the Glide to the Corvette rear end.
what's that? Should we just push this on here? Well, I don't know if we're gonna get that grommet through the hole. No.
No, I think they gotta come out through, yeah, that side, yeah.
So, yeah, I need a... You got a Phillips or a flathead right? No, I can put you on.
Yeah, with PDMs and stuff, we can go in and clean all that up too if we really wanted to, but... Eesh. That looks a lot better.
Man, it's so much cleaner without that rat's nest up in there.
Yeah. Gotta get that out of here.
There's actually like some fabrication that was down under that.
Down under?
Down under.
From down under.
From down under. So, Jamie and Sean just got the wiring harness all removed. Ah, crap, and the battery's dying. They all got the wiring harness removed. And yeah, pretty much ready to clean it up. Might flip it around, wash it down, wash the engine, and then I can shove it in and see what it's gonna look like. Start building mounts.
Right.
Yep.
I know we could literally probably just unbolt the whole sled and just roll the sled over there. I'm just joking. It's actually harder to unbolt than you think.
Yeah, it probably is.
Those two giant bolts are...
Yeah, plus the heims underneath. There's a lot to it. Yep, we'll go ahead and leave that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The right way. Halfway. Unique. Or just off a set of teeth or a set of holes.
Could be. I don't know, why would it put all of them in one, you know?
Yeah. That doesn't work. No.
Try starting with that one that didn't go.
And the one directly opposite. Still feel weird.
Maybe run them in by hand before you ugga-dugga them.
Say, have you started?
Run them in and find out, huh?
Yep. You got a socket?
Know what happened? Go face! Philippines on the tap. It might be 19. It's a 19.
Those look like the flywheel bolts I have in right now. Except for they're shorter.
Ooh, Dave, that sounds like the count too.
Yeah, the red one.
Red one's about to fire up. down and torque them and then put this bad boy in. Woo! Woohoo! It's getting so close. What do you think, Goofy?
It's pretty sweet.
So go in. In.
Oh. Is that up enough? Huh? Up more? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I didn't
Is that a hole? There's one for that side. Go back and forth it a little bit.
So use a stock motor just to find out all these little things, so we'll know what to change. Like probably change something with this filter or this lower tube. The starter, it's definitely gonna need to change right here. I'm gonna have to change this tube, so because there's another piece of the starter comes off to this side.
I don't know if you're gonna go flush. Nope. Go for that bolt. That bolt's got us right there, Brent.
I was wondering. I asked about it. Wah, wah, wah. Damn.
Build some ram horns and spray a bunch of nitrous at it.
Yeah, we can put some nitrous on it first on the stock motor and see how it acts.
Yeah.
We got the turbo that was on this too. We could toss that on there, single it, or I don't know. You guys all watch, you guys can give us ideas. This is the stock engine. We're just gonna get it running on a stock engine, and then, you know, obviously we'll change injectors and stuff because we want more power, but we can see how it's gonna act and just grow with it.
Yeah, I got it.
We had one bolt that was just a little bit too long on the head, so it was stopping us from.
Right here you can see the groove.
Yeah, it wouldn't let us get into the all the way in, so Sean just ground that down for me real quick. Oh, now it's flush.
Hella flush.
Hella flush. Now we can just knock this thing in there again and go from there. You what? This side? Just gotta lean in. Yeah. That's good, or lean in more, or pick up more, or just lean in more. Oh, maybe it's too much now. Is that helping? Yeah, a little bit. It's a little tight. Finding this spot. All right, Sean, can you show us real quick what kind of thinking of changing here too, now that we got it kind of set in there?
I definitely can't get the filter on and off, so we're gonna have to definitely change this front bar.
Okay.
Whether we move it back or forward.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Definitely want to move the fuel cell back there.
Okay.
And that's gonna give us a lot more room for activities and should help a front end guy have a lot more room to play too.
Right.
So.
The starter, the mid bar for the starter.
That starter mid bar.
Yep, because you guys can see here, there's another half of the starter that goes this way right here. And right now it hit this tube that goes across, so we can change that and maybe incorporate some kind of plate mount or something. However we want to mount it. Mount it on the nose.
I could even use the factory block mounting locations. Just build some
standoffs.
Standoff saddle ones or something.
Yeah. Well, we got a runner in there at least this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now Josh helped in the previous video on getting the oil pan in and test fitting stuff. So we used that pan that he did, put the plate back on with a flex plate. So now it's ready to build some mounts and reorganize this whole bay for the V6. I do like the extra room that the V6 gave us, you know.
It's definitely shorter. It has
Yeah.
a lot.
Our damper was sitting about here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the intake manifold's we'll figure that all out. And then my buddy Josh has already said he'd work on a new front end for it as well to kind of clear the V6. So
That intake manifold, we can face this direction. We have the old water to air.
yeah, we have the water to air intercooler that was on at one time. Yep. And then we still got to figure out, like we were talking earlier, where to put the radiator and that kind of stuff. But we can run through it all and get a good view where the shocks go back there. Like I said, this whole front end is a swing arm basically. It swings up. Back car's a trailer. And yeah, I guess this is the start. Start pounding this out, making stuff happen.
I have a good explanation on how it kind of works. It's kind of like a chariot.
Yeah.
You're tied to all the horsepower up front.
Yeah.
You got a couple little hinge points on the back that's just dragging you through it all.
Right? It is chariot, the bully. You guys have asked, so we decided we're gonna go ahead and knock this thing out. Like I said, we got some easy ideas on trying to get it running. Lord knows us, we change it 50,000 times to make things go. But that's where we're at right now. So we'll get stuff rocking. And then figure out good turbo locations, because there's lots of ideas for turbo locations. We might as well make it super easy to work on, super easy for the oil to drain, super easy for everything to work.
Like right here, literally like into the turbo.
Yeah.
Super easy.
That is super easy.
And we already have our greens right there, so I got to stay above that. So it'll be like right here, probably somewhere.
Yeah. Do we got anything to mock up?
Oh yeah, I got dead turbos around. Of course I got stuff for that.
And I still got a big single lane around too that was on this before. That'd probably be good on a stock motor, but I don't know. We'll see how crazy the project gets.
Right.
I want to kind of keep it under control, just so anyone can drive it and we can still have some fun with it. Just make it quick. Interesting. We'll run through, I'll repack the axles, clean them all. That boot just fell off, it's not ripped or nothing. But I'll redo all the axle boots and run through everything, clean this all up before we go drive it. While you're fabbing that stuff up, give me some stuff to do. And then once we get all the fab done, then we can take it to Josh and have a new front end made, and
That'd be cool.
the bully will come out harder than ever. Better than ever. Probably gotta tighten the stator after this. That's alright, we can play with stator sizes, yeah.
We hit second gear, we're moving.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gone as fast as it did with barely anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't even have to try to go anywhere. It just goes. We'll get the motor set in there and mocked up, and I think it's gonna look pretty rad. Pretty excited about it. We've got different ideas on what turbos and what stuff to run and like what we're gonna do with it. But we've got it in, and now we know what we need to tackle. First, we're gonna get it. First, we're gonna go ahead and get all these mounts done and get it to where it just sits there on its own. And then I'll begin to wire it and get that all done. And once we get the wiring done, you know, we'll have fuel cell and a lot of little things. But I think we can get it done pretty quick for you guys. You guys are all pushing me, and I'm super stoked to jump back on it. It's been my little nemesis, you know. I never had a lot of money to kind of get it to where I wanted it to, and so it takes a back burner over clients and everything else, you know. It's my own car, you know, and I've been working on it for a long time, and it's been sitting around long enough. It does look good in the background of the videos, though. Sho'nuff is a huge priority, and it's a big step for the shop. So we're gonna keep pushing real hard on Sho'nuff, but I'm gonna have this as my little side project. You know, Sean will jump in and do some fabbing. We all kind of will, but I'm just really stoked to bring it back out and bring it to you guys. I think the V6 is gonna help with getting up on the converter, and it should just be fun anyway. It's not like I got a class or anything to be in anyway, so let's just make a monster and let's just take it to whatever, no prep races or 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile races, whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and go race it around. Clean some cars, let's just have a good time with it. But I think that'll do it for tonight. Appreciate you guys watching and hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, I dig it, man. It's definitely got a cool look. All you J-Series lovers, get ready.